All right, thanks everyone, and thanks for taking your time to join today's session. I'll introduce myself briefly, talk about the company briefly, then I have a few slides to share. Please, house rule, please let's ensure that we mute our mic at all time. At the end of the session, we'll be giving um, everyone the opportunity to ask questions. So if you have any question you want to ask, please just hold on till the end of the session and you can ask your question. So to start with, I'll introduce myself. My name is Akin Oladeji, and I happen to be the founder of Learn with Pride. And what we do at Learn with Pride is help those that wants to transition from non-IT or non-technical background into the IT space. So when I say non-IT, it doesn't matter what you studied in school, whether you studied mechanical engineering or you studied accounting or you studied psychology, it doesn't matter because this is a different ball game on its own. So we are not, the course or the training it's not reliant on what you studied or what you have been working at previously, because we are going to take you on a journey from the very beginning to the very end. So we focus on, practical training and you working on a live project. So we run different individual trainings like project management, business analysis, software testing, Scrum Master, product owner, data analysis, DevOps engineer, IT support, just to name the few that comes to my head. So all in all, we run like 8 different IT trainings. But the reason why you are here tonight is because of the master class that we are putting together, meaning, getting 3 trainings for the price of one. This particular training will expose you to the life of a project manager. It will expose you to the life of a business analyst, and it will expose you to the life of a Scrum Master. The reason for this is at the very initial or at the very beginning, most people, that joins the course, they still kind of contemplating which one I want to do, which one I want to do. But exposing them to all will enable them to be able to make an informed decision. And aside that as well, when applying for a job, you are not restricting yourself to just a project manager role. You are not restricting yourself to just a Scrum Master role. You are not restricting yourself to just a BA role, because now you know it all. You can decide to apply for any of the 3 that comes your way. And that's another advantage of this course. Again, we focus on practical training and hands-on experience. What do I mean? Myself and my company, we don't really preach professional certification. Why? Is because you getting a professional certification doesn't guarantee you a job. You getting a professional certification is just an evidence that you've read the theoretical aspects of that journey. And, but that doesn't mean you know how to do the job. Companies, recruiters out there now are looking for people that can hit the ground running. They are not really looking for, yes, you pass the certification exam, but the question is, can you do the job? So they want someone who can hit the ground running, and that is what we focus on. You hitting the ground running. So for the duration of the program, you'll be equipped with the necessary skills, with the necessary knowledge that will enhance your ability to start up as in competing with those who has been doing it in the industry for many years. That is how we equip you. So that at the end of the journey, whether it's a 3-month journey, whether it's a 4-month journey, when you start going for interviews, you are confident within yourself that you know what you're talking about and you can defend it as well. That's what we focus on. But that being said, professional certification is still a good thing to have, probably at your own convenient time, or probably even after securing your first role, you can decide to go and do one. But all we are saying here is having just a certification, a professional certification, will not guarantee you a job. So that is why we focus on the practical training and working on a live project. Again, many people will ask, oh, can I still transition? My age, I'm over 40, or I've been in this sector for so long since the beginning of my life. Anybody can change regardless of your background, whether you come from a non-IT background or a non-technical background. And I myself am a testament to that as well, because I came from a non-IT background. My background was accounting. All I knew before was debits, credits, balance sheet, and all that. But now, I transitioned completely from non-IT to a technical IT, whereby I write code now in programming language like C Sharp. And not only that, I train other people as well to become in. And guess what? I only enrolled on a similar course back then as well. It was a 3-month course. Just imagine someone with no technical background, and you only have 3 months to learn all this technical stuff, writing codes in programming language like C Sharp. And not only that, you master it to the extent that you can teach others. So you need the motivation, you need the fire to continually burn inside you when you're on this program. You cannot relax at any given point. The training might be twice a week, the training might be 3 times a week, all depends. But that doesn't mean your journey with us, your learning will be restricted to 2 days a week or 3 days a week. Your learning has to be an everyday journey for the duration of the program. And you'll be shocked what you learn, or what you must have learned at the end of that program. So if you do your bit and we do our bit, it's a 50-50 arrangement. And I can assure you that you will testify, you'll be one of our students that will testify that, you know what, after this process, I was able to secure so and so role. So that's just a bit about myself, a bit about my background. The company has been going strong for the last 4 years. We are a UK-based company. We are a registered limited company in the UK, and we've been in existence for the last 4 years. Again, we only specialize in, helping people, holding people by hand, those that wants to transition and they don't know how to go about it, taking them on the journey together. So before I call on the facilitator that will take you on the journey, if you are to be enrolling, I have a few slides to share with you quickly. So why project manager, why Scrum Master, or why a business analyst? Since post-COVID, it has made it possible. Most people are changing careers now, number one, because of, the flexibility in the working pattern. Most jobs now are either remote or hybrid. You don't need to go into work most days. It all depends who you are working for. Sometimes you might not go into the office for 2-3 months. It all depends. And that's one of the reasons why people are moving, as in considering IT so badly. Another thing is because of the money. You are doing little, but you are getting really well paid. Who doesn't want that? All of us, we want, sorry, 1 second. All of us, we want small job and big salary. That is all what we pray for. And it is only in IT that you can get such. It is only in IT that you don't require to go back to uni to study nursing for another 3 years before you can get a certification before you start working. And you getting a job, you are getting a job of 25,000, 27,000, 30,000. That's why you're going back to uni to study nursing for 3 years. But IT, you don't need to go to any uni. You don't need to go back to any uni. All you need is a master class like this that will take you from the very scratch to the level that you are comfortable with to start applying for jobs. Again, it doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter what you study. It doesn't matter what you've been doing, whether you've been doing security, you've been doing cleaning job, you've been doing care job. It doesn't matter. As long as you have that determination for the change, as in for a change, it will happen. So people are changing, transitioning because of the flexibility in the work pattern, because of the salary. I'm going to be using UK as a benchmark. So the average salary in the UK when considering a permanent role is around 50,000 for any of these roles, whether as a project manager, whether as a scrum master, whether as a business analyst. The average is around 50,000. If you are looking at contracting, you're not a permanent staff, you only took on the contract, probably it's a 3-month contract or a 4-month contract, you are looking at average of 400, 450 a day. If you are getting 400 a day, that is like 8,000 per month. That is a lot of money. Going back to going back to using UK as a point of reference, the average salary in the UK, for majority is from 18,000, is around 18,000 to, let's say, 35,000. That is you going to uni. But imagine you don't even need to go to uni. You only have to do a master class, and you knowing it really well and able to convince the interviewer, you can land yourself a role of 50,000. You can land yourself a role of 55, a role of 60,000. It all depends on how you can prove your worth to the developer. It will get to a stage in IT that you command the money that you get. If they're offering you 450, you know what? I can't get 450. My last role was 450. I can only get from 500 above. You command what you earn. It is only in IT you can get that. And that is why we are combining these 3 different career paths, so that to increase your chances of securing a role at the end of the day. It doesn't matter whether you secure your first role as a project manager. All these people work in the same setting. All these people work in the same agile environment. Whether you secure your first role as a scrum master or as a BA, the most important to us is for you to, get your feet at the door, and then every other things can follow. Also, another good thing, or why people are considering a career movement or transition into IT, is because of the shortage of skilled worker in the UK as well. When it comes to IT project manager, IT business analyst, these two, even Scrum, they are in shortage of high-skilled worker. They are in shortage in the UK, meaning it doesn't matter where you reside, whether in Nigeria, whether in Ghana, whether in Zimbabwe, any part of the world, you apply for this role, they like you, you did well, and they want you. They can apply for a sponsorship visa for you from the comfort of your home. That is another opportunity that comes with this kind of job as well. Also, why saying that? Even if you are not looking for a sponsorship role, another advantage is you can work remotely from any part of the world. Again, whether you live in Zimbabwe, whether you live in Ghana, whether you live in Nigeria, whether you live in South Africa, you can secure a remote job. Because companies now realize that you don't need to be physically present in the office before you can deliver your work, and you might be working with diverse teams that, they are situated all around the world. Your developer might be in India, the Scrum Master might be in Nigeria, your product owner might be in Switzerland. Everybody is scattered all around the world, but you are all working together to achieve the same objective. So it doesn't matter whether you are looking for sponsorship, you can as well get a remote job paying you in foreign currency as well. So that's just one of the advantage. Let's move on. I've mentioned this as well, work remotely from anywhere in the world. And the skill is in high demand. It is very, very in high demand, as in this is the right time to make that transitioning journey or transitioning move. This is the perfect time. Why? Because the demand for PM, for BA, for SM is over the roof. I know people that are doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs together. Why? Because there is nobody to pick it up. There's nobody to pick those roles up. That is why they are able to pick 2 roles, 3 roles together. And because there is no much that they are doing, they can manage effectively, juggle around these 2 jobs or these 3 jobs. That is why you see many people earning 6 figures. Your first job might be a permanent role paying you 60,000. The second role might be a contract role paying you, let's even go low, paying you 300 pounds per day. Then I go the last role paying, let's say 50,000. That is over 150,000 pounds in a year that they are getting, and they are still working the normal 8 hours. Why? Because they know they know how to juggle the things around. It's not like they are working extra hours because they take on 3 jobs. This is a situation you can find yourself as well. As long as you know what you're doing, you can manage your time effectively. Your 9 to 5 can earn you twice what you are getting. We just have to be smart with what we are doing. That's all. So if you are to come on board, if you are to enroll with us, what are you going to get on this journey? Let's go through that quickly. So the training, the program is for 4 months. The program will be for 4 months. The training, the practical training will be for 2 months. That will expose you to the life of a business analyst, a project manager, a Scrum master, and also the tools that you'll be using for all these 3 roles as well. You'll be exposed to all of them for 2 months. The training will be 3 times a week for 2 months. Then after that, after you are done with the training, you now be put on a project for another 2 months, whereby you'll be working as part of a team to deliver a solution. In your team, you have a developer, you have a Scrum master, you have a product owner, you have a business analyst, you have a tester. So you'll be working with a complete full team. This is to enhance your knowledge and to get your hands dirty. And this is not the time for you to sit at the back of the class and just be listening. This is the time for you to take action. Bury yourself into the process and you'll be shocked what you get out of it. So when first and second is, you've gone through the first and second, that is, you've gone through the practical training, you've gone through working on the live project. Now you know what it takes to, act as a project manager or as a business analyst or as a Scrum master. But before you can start applying for a job, it is very, very important for you to optimize your brand. What do I mean? Your brand. That is revamping your CV, optimizing your LinkedIn page. Why? Because you want to start applying for international roles. You want to start applying for international jobs. So there is a certain way your CV must look, or the certain content that must be on your CV for you to expose yourself to such opportunities, for recruiters to start, calling you. So it is very, very important to optimize your brand, because you'll be wondering if this step is missing. You start applying for jobs, you are not getting the calls. You'll be wondering, what is missing? Now I've done the training, I know what it takes, but I'm not getting the calls. You're not getting the calls because you have not yet optimized your brand. So your CV, your LinkedIn has become a popular marketplace now where recruiters, they normally go to now to add on. So you have to be in that space as well. You need to be there. Your CV has to be uploaded in every job site. Not only uploaded in every job site, it has to be made visible in all job sites as well. And that is when you start getting the calls. Or are you available? We saw your CV on so. Are you available for a quick interview? And all of that. Once you are getting the interviews, just know that you are getting closer to the finish line. After securing the interviews, after optimizing your brand, then you need to start applying for jobs. Either you apply for jobs manually, you have to apply for jobs manually as well. What do I mean manually? You going on the job site, searching for job, applying for them. Also, as that is going on in one hand, on the other side, Recruiters will be calling you as well. We saw your CV on LinkedIn. We think you are a perfect match for the role we are recruiting for. Are you available for a quick chat and all of that? So once these tools are coming in, both left and right, you can be rest assured that, your the change is knocking, the career change is knocking so badly. And one of the things we help with as well is the interview preparation. We want you to go for that interview with confidence, So we assist when it comes to interview preparation as well. We go through the job JD with you, that is the job description, to prepare you for that interview so that when you go in, you are going in with confidence, and you are going in with the mindset that this job is mine. I am getting this job. So we assist with that as well. Why still on this quickly? Let me quickly say what the whole package entails if you are to enroll with us. So you get the practical training, you get to work on a live project. When I say live project, I'm not talking about a capstone project. I'm not talking about a made to believe kind of a project. I'm talking about a real project. Like, the only difference is I'm not paying you. That is the only difference. I am not paying you, but it's a real project for a client. You'll be dealing with a client, end client, and all of that. So you get the practical training, you get to work on a live project. You get the mentorship from us. You get the support, the 24/7 support. You get the interview preparation. You get the CPD accredited certificate. All our courses are CPD registered, meaning they meet the professional standard. And the certificate that you get at the end of the day is recognized in over 60 countries: UK, Australia, Canada, US, Nigeria, Ghana. It is recognized in over 60 countries, the certificate that you are going to get from us at the end of the program. And lastly, you get a reference, a work reference, because you'll be working. You get a work reference for the duration that you are going to be with us. So that is that about that. Quickly, let's just go back to the company start, just to tell you how many students till date. So we've managed to enroll over 20,000 students from 2020 till date. You can see the stats on your screen. We have the highest enrollment in 2022. And I think this is because many people were at home, looking for how to, equip themselves with one kind of a training and the other. That is why we have the highest enrollment in 2022. And this is a breakdown of our courses and the enrollment we've had since January this year, 2023, till now, half year. So you can see business analysis, we have over 750 enrollment, data analysis, over 300 enrollment, but we are particularly about project management. We've had like 200 enrollment till date. And which one is the last one? Scrum Master. You can see we've had over 1,000 enrollments as well till date on Scrum Master. But generally, what's the percentage of our students that have secured the job from the very beginning till date? So we have 85% success rate, meaning people that we've trained that are actually working at the moment. In the public sector, we have 50% of them, and in the private sector, we have 35%. Why 15% are, they are job ready and they're still searching actively for this job. So that's just the breakdown. That's just a quick start about where we stand. The next slide is just to show you how much these roles are paying out there. This is not from me. This is from the internet. This is from the job serve. For business analyst role, this first one is paying it's a permanent role, paying from 75K to 90K. You'll be wondering, how possible is this? It is far, far, far possible for you to get it. The next one is paying between 80,000 and 100,000. Again, you'll be wondering, can I get this? Yes, you can, because I am a testament, and few other people as well. They are testament to that as well. This is a Scrum Master role paying 78,000 per annum. Any salary, again, I'm using UK, but this is applicable regardless of any country that you live in. The average salary, as I said, in the UK is between 18,000 and 35,000 for majority of people. Now imagine yourself after a 4 months training, not 3 years, not 4 years, after a 4 months training, you are able to compete with this kind of a job, paying 70,000, paying 60,000. You know, that is a lot of money. I can tell you that for free. And the last one, okay, this is another Scrum Master role paying, this is a contract role, paying 575 to 650 a day. And this was posted June 5th, which is probably last week. This is paying between 575 and 650. You getting 500 pounds per day, that is 10,000 pounds a month. Just imagine the contract is only for 6 months. That is 60,000 in your pocket, just like that. Many people are not getting that in 2 years. Or it might take them 2 years to actually get what you just got in 6 months. That is the kind of space you can put yourself, you know, after acquiring the right knowledge. The last one is the project manager role, paying between 550 and 600 a day. So the jobs are out there. And this was June 7th, last week as well, June 7th, you know. So the jobs are out there. The question is, are you ready to embark on a journey that will equip you, you know, to start competing with those who has been in the industry for 2-3 years and be getting such salary as well? If the answer is yes, honestly, you are in the right place, and I can say at the right time, you know. So if you quickly, this training intends to start on the 26th of this month. Yeah. We intend to start this training on the 26th of this month. Yes, the certificate is recognized in Zambia as well. Okay, let me just, so that I'm not just saying things without a fact. Let me give you, let me send this link. This is the link to the site. You can see us on that site as well. I'll drop this link on the chat now. At your free time, sorry. At your free time, you can go through the site, browse the site, and see other advantages that you get in the certificate, you know, that you can derive from getting the certificate as well. And also you can see us on that site as well. All right. So we aim to start this training in 2 weeks' time. That is the 26th of this month. If you are to enroll before, on or before the 19th, on or before the 20th of this month, you are going to get 30% discount. So the cost is 650. So if you are enrolling on or before the date I just said, you get 30% discount, and only half of this payment, after you've deducted the discount, only half is required to start, and the other half can be paid within 5 to 6 weeks as well. Okay, if you have any questions, or you want to enroll, or you want to talk to me regarding anything after this session, you can note down the WhatsApp number on your screen, and you can reach me directly on that number, on the WhatsApp number. So you can message it. So just take a screenshot of that number now, and just after this session, if you have anything you want to ask, you know, or you want to enroll, you can contact me on that number. So at the moment, I'm going to be stopping, and I'm going to be calling the facilitator that will be taking you on the journey if you are to enroll with us, to shed more light into the benefits, the opportunities, what is going to be covered, if you are to enroll with us and what you stand to benefit as well. So without further ado, Tonayo, if you can take it from here. Thanks. I'll see you shortly.
Thank you very much, Akin, for the wonderful presentation so far. So I'll just, without wasting much time, quickly, share my screen so that we can see what I have for us. Okay, please confirm when you can see my screen. You can just respond in the chat. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. Thank you very much. So Akin has said a lot, so I'll just trying to manage our time, just give us an overview of what to expect when we eventually on board on this program. So I'm going to be telling us about what project management is, what a Scrum Master or who a Scrum Master is, and then lastly, who a business analyst is. And I'll talk to us about the roles of these individuals, in an organization, in a project, and how the journey is going to look so far. So this is a brief introduction about myself. My name is Tomayo David. I'm a certified Prince2 project manager. I'm experienced in both Agile and Waterfall projects. I'm also a business analyst, also a business development manager. Just like Akin have said, I mean, the sky is the limit. You can learn whatsoever you want to learn. So far, you have the time, you have the ability to do that. Encourage us to do so. So I've worked in multinational levels of organizations, and my experience so far will help us in this journey, to bring us to the right place at the end of the day. Okay, so what is project management? We have a lot of definitions, but I'm going to stick with the PMI and Prince2 definitions. Those are, PMI is a Project Management Institute. They define a project as a temporary endeavor undertaking to create a unique product, service, or result. So doesn't matter which field you are coming from, you are actually at a point in your life going to handle the project. It might be a personal project, it might be a work project. It is important for us to understand what project management is and how it is done. So, so the second one, Prince2 defines a project as a temporary organization that is created for the purpose of delivering one or more business products according to an agreed business case. So whichever way you want to go for, you can understand that the uniqueness of this definition is that there is a unique product that is being embarked on, or a service or a result, and it is being done is a temporary endeavor. You see, temporary is reflected in the two definitions, which means that a project must have a start and a finish. So that's what makes it a project. There's nothing like a continuous thing. When it comes to a project, it must be a start time and a finish time. So briefly, I won't dwell too much on this. Akin has done justice to that, talking about the career opportunities, in project management, and also whatsoever you find yourself in, whether you're a BA or a Scrum Master. I mean, the sky is the limit. You can see, you can earn as high as £62,000 in the UK if you are a senior project manager, or if you're just a project manager, you see, you can earn about $54,650 annually. Okay, so why project management at this time? Akin said something about this also, saying that the times have changed. There's a lot of demand for IT skills. There's a lot of demand for industrial business analysts, Scrum Masters. A lot of things are changing. So we need to change, or we need to tailor ourselves to meet all these industrial demands. So if you're a project manager, you have clear, organized plan to improve team collaboration. Those are the things that being a project manager can help you achieve. Also, it helps you to define roles and eliminate confusion. So if you find yourself as a manager in an organization and you're doubting or contemplating whether you should embark on this journey, I want to assure you that being a project manager would help you in also managing your team. It helps you to define goals, improve team effectiveness. Also, defining a communication plan keeps your team aligned and focused. So these are the things that being a project manager, you'll be exposed to. So it helps you to also increase efficiency. There are a lot of things you learn from being a project manager, and in the course of the enrollment, these things are going to be detailed to us step by step. Okay, so what are the deliverables? That means what are we expected to get when we enroll on this course? So the first thing is that we'll be exposed to the PMI and Prince2 project management principles. So being that I have experience in both, I'm going to be exposing us to the principles of the Project Management Institute and Prince2. These are different entities, and their approach are very different, but at the end of the day, is going to be achieving the same results. So whether you are required to have PMP, or you have, you're required to be experienced using this methodology, or you're experienced using the other methodology, this is the right space for you, to get all this knowledge. Also, you're going to be exposed to waterfall and agile methodologies. Now, in the course of this, my short teaching, I'm going to talk about waterfall and agile. So let me just move. And also, you're going to learn how to manage and finish a project from start to finish. Yeah, you're going to be learning how to do conventional projects and also software projects. You're also going to understand and manage variables that control any project. And those are, what are the variables? There's time, there's benefits, there's risk, there is a, what's it called, scope. Those are the various variables that you're going to be exposed to. Also, you have opportunity to collaborate on live projects and with required support. Akim mentioned that. You have mentorship on how to easily transition to project management. Software and solutions used to manage both waterfall and agile projects are going to be taught in this course of this program. Now, let's talk about what waterfall projects is in a nutshell. So waterfall projects is an approach that entails a clearly defined sequence of execution with project phases that do not advance until a phase receives final approval. So what are we talking about here? They're saying that in a waterfall approach, it is a process where you have to finish a project, finish a task before you begin the other. So it's like a step-by-step process. And a typical example of that is when you're building constructing a building, a house. You see, you have to first lay the foundation. You cannot start roofing before you start the foundation. So it's not possible. So a waterfall project is very streamlined. You don't cut processes. If you don't do a foundation, you cannot do block works. If you don't do block works, you can't do the lintel, or you can't do fittings. If you don't do that, you can't do roofings. So those are that's a typical example of a waterfall project. And I've mentioned that. So what about the agile project management? Now, a little bit different from the waterfall approach. This is an iterative approach that's talking about agile project management, and especially is used in managing software. So it focuses on continuous release and incorporating customer feedback with every iteration. So now let me just skip all the big grammars. The word iteration means a continuous cycle. You can look at the diagram here. You can see that there is a cycle, like it's coming round and round. So in this agile principle, you do not have to start, and be sequential. You can do an agile project by taking a particular product that you want to develop, and there's no pattern to which you have to lay these things down. You can start working on something even without planning. That's the beauty of agile, and it's very, very applicable to software management. So in the course of this project, we'll be dealing very, very well with agile, and we'll see a lot of things. So now we have some agile methodologies. We have Scrum, we have Lean, we have XP called Extreme Programming, Kanban is there, we have FDD, feature driven development. We have Crystal Clear. We have a lot of agile methodologies, but in this project, because of the time, we'll be looking at Scrum. Now, when we look at Scrum, Scrum is the widely used agile methodology. You can all agree with that if you research. So, and when you have a knowledge of Scrum, you're going to be exposed a little to what Kanban is, because they have similarities. Now, extreme programming is basically for developers, so we may not be entering that. Also, where Lean is for when you're managing, to eliminate waste in a project. You can also have all those knowledge in our classes, but we are going to be really focusing on Scrum. Now, what are the software tools for Agile and waterfall project management? These are the things we are going to be treating in the class that we're going to be having. Oracle Primavera P6 is a very major software that is used in waterfall project management. So Also, Microsoft Project is used basically for waterfall project management, while Trello, ClickUp, Jira, Asana, and the likes, they are very good for managing, Scrum or Agile project management. So in this class, in the course of this class, we're going to be treating Jira, we're going to be treating Microsoft Project, and a little of Oracle P6. Those are the tools. And also, you don't have to know all the tools. If you know Jira, you can work with ClickUp very easy. You can work with Trello. You can work with Monday.com if you know Jira. So once you pick one of them and you're very good at them, other softwares become piece of cake. And also, if you know Microsoft Project, Oracle Primavera P6 is also easy to grasp. But we're going to be dealing with all these things in the course of the project. Now, I've dealt with Scrum Master, I've dealt with project management and what to expect. Now let's go to business, the business analyst part. Now, who is a business analyst in the first place? So I'll be a little bit fast with this and to introduce you to who a BA is. So a business analyst is an agent of change, and it's a discipline that introduces managing change to organizations. So in an organization, a business analyst is very important. Also, in a project or a software development lifecycle, a business analyst is very important. So I'm going to explain the roles of business analysts in the course of this class. Now, what are the job titles? You see, as a business analyst, you can work as, you're not limited to applying for a business analyst role. You can work as a system analyst. You can work as a requirements engineer, process analyst, product manager, product owner, experienced enterprise analyst, business architect, management consultant, business intelligence analyst, just to mention a few. So look at that opportunity, just having a single knowledge of business analysis can expose you to the various kind of roles that you can apply for. Business intelligence analysts, for instance, are the people that use data to make informed business decisions. They are very versatile with using tools like Tableau, Power BI, and the rest. So these are things that you're going to be exposed to in the course of this training. Now, you can also, apply for quality assurance roles. I mean, when you are a business analyst, you are so vast, especially when you are managing projects. Now, also, you see, business analysis is used to, identify, articulate the need for change in how organization works. It also facilitates change. Now, when there's something in project management that we call change management. So when it comes to change management, that means your project is going a certain way and you want to introduce perhaps a change to the project. A business analyst is very involved because the role of a business analyst is to create value for the project. A business analyst is the one that can explain how this a project you are embarking on can bring return on investment or bring value to organizations. So now also you'll be taught what a business model canvas is. This particularly is a topic on its own in an MBA class. So you're going to be learning what a business model canvas is. Let me just zoom in so that you can see what it takes. So in a business model canvas, I mean, you can have key partners, resources, channels, customer segments, cost structure, revenue streams. This alone can help you to develop a business plan if you know what business model canvas is. So for instance, if you have a business of your own and you want to plan for it such that you can have investors or you can present something tangible, this is a guide. A business model canvas helps you to guide you on how to do it. So it helps you to highlight key features. Now, if you have a business, you have to first look for who your partners are. What are your key partners or suppliers? And those are the things you look at. And also, you can also look at activities that you want to do. What are you going to be doing with your business? Those are the things that you can have. So key resources also helps you to know, your what resources you need to create your business. And the resources could be human resources, it could be material. Also, what's your value proposition? Well, your value proposition is very important in your business. What is the unique entity that you are bringing about in your business that no other person is doing, or what are you bringing to the market? So those are the things. Now your channels are the roadmap to your customers. How are you going to be taking your product out? Via what channels? Some of these channels could be social media, Some of these channels could be anywhere where you can, advertise your service or sell your product. We have customer segments. Who are the customers you are creating this value for? It helps you to identify it. So you can see that when you have, and also we have cost structure. It's very important for you to budget and plan what you can use to start up your business. And also your revenue stream, where are your income going to, your business going to be generating revenue from? So if you have understanding of a business model canvas, you are good to go on how you can plan a business and also, pitch this business, to customers. So these are things you learn as a business analyst when you embark on this course with us. Okay, so the next slide is business case. So now, interestingly, what a business case is one of the things that you have before you start a project. Usually, when you're starting a project, there's a document that is presented to the sponsors of the project. Now, these documents are what contains, look at it here, is intended to convince key decision makers of the merits of a particular course of action. So it's what makes it viable. Now, what makes your project viable is your business case. So if you don't have a good business case, you cannot convince someone who wants to invest in a project. So your business case are things, there are things that you prepare that can you present to, for instance, a customer that wants you to design a product or develop a software for them, or to embark on a project for them, to make them understand that this business is going to give us return on investment. Now, I'm going to just give you a view of what a business case looks like. Let me zoom in a little. So yeah, it has, you see the project name, sponsor, the date of project approval. Now, contribution to business strategy. Also, options considered. What you want to consider on your project are going to be highlighted. What are the benefits of the project? What are the timeline? What is the cost implication of your project? What is the expected return on investment? And what are the risks involved? Those are the things that you can learn about being a business analyst. A business analyst's job is actually to prepare this business case. So once you're presented with a project, you're going to sit with your team members and draft this out and you present it. So, this class, you're going to be dealing with what a business case is and how to, to develop one. Okay, so, and finally, what are the tools? Because as a business analyst, a project manager, a scrum master, we all use tools to work, softwares. So what are the tools that you would probably be exposed to in the course of this this program and this learning program? You're going to be exposed to Tableau, Power BI. Both of those are the things you're going to be exposed to. Of course, Jira, you're going to be exposed to Jira in your project management and software and Scrum Master class. And then also a little bit of Microsoft Excel. So other tools are here that you use. We have we have Microsoft Visio, we have Trello, we have Google Analytics. Those are the tools that a business analyst needs to have in their bag. Now, let me just briefly go through what the roles of a business analyst is, like off the top of my head. So a business analyst must know how to plan, must know requirement gathering, must know how to define scope using optimization solution, optimum solution rather, and also it must be versatile with test case preparation, stakeholder engagement, and what I mean by stakeholder engagement is he must have good communication skill with stakeholders. So you'll be dealing with a lot of stakeholders, might be people that are directly affecting your business positively or negatively. So a business analyst must have a great communication skills. What are the top skills that a business analyst must have? Must have a communication and interpersonal skill, negotiation and cost benefit analysis, decision-making skills. It is nice to have a programming language skill like Python. It's nice to have, it's not compulsory. And also, you must know how to create reports and dashboards. You must have database knowledge. Also, SQL, structured query language, SQL is very nice to have also. Microsoft Excel, just like I said, is very important. Also, documentation and presentation. Those are the things, important skills a business analyst must have. Now, I'm going to hand over to Akin in a few seconds, but before I hand over, I would like to, encourage us to understand the purpose of this class. So project management business analyst knowledge, it offers you a wide opportunity, to think better, organize faster, deliver efficiently, whether you're in tech we are tech inclined or not, doesn't matter. You might be coming from any background. I myself am from a biological background, but now I transitioned into tech some years ago and I'm benefiting from it. I can work so many jobs. I have almost 3 to 4 jobs as I'm speaking to you right now because, of the kind of the environment COVID-19 has created for us. You can have several jobs in the UK. You can have even outside of the UK as you're working. So it's a very great opportunity. And also, business analysis, project management is at huge demand today in the industries. If you go anywhere online and search for jobs, you will not go further than maybe 2 or 3 before you see someone that needs this kind of skills, business analysis, project management, or Scrum Master. So I encourage us to enroll and let's have a nice time together. I'll be with you from the beginning to the end of the project, guiding you, mentoring, and also sharing my experiences with you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Tonayo. Thanks for that. Please, if we have any question, we can start to put them on the chat as well. You can start to raise your hand on the group as well. So if you have any question, I think it will be more better if I hear your voice. So please kindly raise your hand and I'll be calling you to ask your question. I forgot to do you want to unshare quickly, Tonayo? Let me share my. Thanks for that. All right, let me share my screen quickly. So please, as I said, I want to hear your voice. So I'll prefer you talking to me than chat, but just if you are too busy to talk, then you can put your question in the chat. Yeah, I forgot to mention, part of the tool that will be used on the journey, which is very key, is Microsoft Project. Microsoft Project, you cannot get it for free. There's not even free version out there. So for those that will be enrolling, that is another package. Sorry, that is another offer or benefit I'm giving away for free of charge. If you want to buy Microsoft Project tool to use in the UK, it will cost you around £600 for Microsoft Project alone. But for those that will be enrolling, I'll be providing that for you for free. And it's something you have even after finishing the training with us, you still have access to that as well. So that's another, no-brainer at all. So yeah, let me start calling people. Oh, Norman, you raised your hand, please. You can unmute and ask your question.
Hello, Akin, good evening.
Good evening,
Thank you
Onoma.
very much for this great section. I think I've really grabbed some very few things, but it's worth it, right? It's worth it. And thank you, Tonayo. You actually explained even more after Akin gave the introduction. First of all, I asked because the one that actually concerns me is what I'm asking. I'm speaking for myself. Like I told you, I'm a proper novice. He's talking about, Tona talked about the skills you need to have, right? And all the skills he mentioned, I don't have any. So are they also going to be taught while we are being taught on the project on the package? Are we also going to be taught on those skills, or we have to learn them differently?
All right, Tona, do you want to take that or you want me to take it?
Okay, maybe I can take it, and also I'm sure you also do justice to it after. Okay, so I mentioned that there are some top BA skills, which I said communication and interpersonal skills. I'm sure most of us have that, and if you don't, it's going to be taught, honestly. So there's no skill that cannot be taught. Forget about the grammar that I was just saying. Any skill can be learned. Any skill can be learned. So decision-making skill, for instance, if we are in this program, you're going to learn Tableau. Tableau is a data analysis skill, or we call it a business intelligence skill. It costs a lot to even learn it separately on its own. But in the course of this program, you're going to be exposed to Tableau, you're going to be exposed to Power BI. Those are the two. We can't take everything because of time. But once you know, just like I said, once you know one or two of them, it's going to be easy for you to, use any other skills that is related to it. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Tonayo. Again, the essence of the program is to take you through different processes. You working as part of a team, there are different skills that you get from there as well. Communication skills, managing teams, stakeholder management, and all of that as well. So yes, you get so much on the journey. The thing is, you need to throw yourself in. You must not be, at the back of the class. You must not take the back seat. You have to get your hands dirty. You need to ask questions. You need to do the job. Then you'll be shocked what you are going to get at the end of the program. Quickly, I want to call on someone, one of our ex-students that lives outside the UK, just to share his experience so far, what he has managed to what he managed to gain out of the training and how the training has impacted his life positively. So quickly, I'm going to be calling Kunle. You can unmute yourself and talk quickly, please.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mr. King, for this opportunity. So I am Kunle, based in Nigeria. So I had my training with Learn with Pride. That was last year. And firstly, I was taking the training via YouTube, trying to learn some of the tools and get familiar with them. But I even proceed learning on Coursera, Udemy, but I wasn't really getting it. So I actually joined a section like this, which I was able to enroll. And so far, due to the hands-on practical, it was really impactful. So I had different interviews, asking of my experience, what project I've been able to work on. So during my training then, we worked on a website, healthcare website, whereby I was able to perform my role diligently. So just to summarize it, Learn with Pride is actually very good training institute, which they would actually guide you from the start to the finish. You get every basic thing you need. As regards any training, any course you actually applied for, definitely you get what you pay for. So thank you for the time, sir. All right.
Yeah, thanks for that. Udo, you raise your hand.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. There's this Scrum product owner that was about to start last Saturday. Yeah, and I couldn't because I wasn't around. So I saw this one. I was confused. Is it the last one that's supposed to start last Saturday?
No, that one is different. As you said, that one is Scrum/product owner.
Yeah.
So this is different as well. This is Scrum, project management, business analysis. So it's different.
Okay, this is different.
This is different. That one already started, yes.
Okay, but is it that one? That one is Scrum and product owner, and this one there's Scrum here again. Is it?
Yes, but there's no product owner here. That's the difference. This one will only expose you to live in the a Scrum Master, a business analyst, and a project management.
But it will not go in detail and Scrum Master.
It will.
The same as with the product owner.
Product owner is not. Product owner is another role in the Scrum team.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so this is not covering product owner at all.
No, what I'm asking, yeah, is it the same way Scrum Master will be taught in that one?
Yes.
It will be taught in this one.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. So I did the same price. So like maybe.
No, this is 3-in-1. This one is 650, but you can get 30% discount, and only half is required to start. Then the other half can be paid within 5 to 6 weeks.
For this one.
For this one, yes.
Oh, okay, but the other one has started already.
The other one has started already, yes.
If someone wants to join the other one, is this still new? Is this still okay?
You can join them. They've only had 2 classes, so you can message me after to talk about that.
Okay, I will message you after. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right. So please, if anyone else still have any other questions you want me to clarify, please, you can still raise your hand and I'll be calling on you. But while you're doing that or while you're thinking about whether you want to talk to me or not, let me quickly go through the chart and see. So the payment, are you talking in pounds? Yes, I'm talking in pounds. So it's 650 pounds. But again, that can be converted to naira. If you are converting to naira, I'm using 900 naira to £1, and you can as well pay. So you can pay in naira, you can pay in pounds, you can pay in dollars. It doesn't matter the currency you want to pay. Just the conversion that have to be done. All right, so Clement, you raise your hand. Hello, Clement. If you are talking, I cannot hear you. I can see you on mute. You unmute yourself, but I can't hear you. All right. While Clement is fixing his mic, Kolawole, you raise your hand.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Oh, Clement, yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
Lively.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. I can hear you.
Mine is a plea concerning the cost of the course. In fact, converting £650 to Ghana cedis is not small money for a poor boy like me. So I am pleading if you can do something about the price. I really want to take part in this project. I think I chat to you this afternoon, and the money that I converted it to Ghana cedis, and it was a huge sum of money that some of us will find it very difficult to afford. I know even this project even is expensive than that, but you people are sacrificing to help us. So I will still plead that you do enough to assist us acquire this knowledge. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Clement. Number one, you said you've chatted me up. You can chat me up again. Number two is I'm giving 30% discount on that amount. As you said, if you want to go for three in one kind of a class, you are looking probably like $2,000. So I'm being really, really considerate, even with what I'm offering and all of that. But that being said, so that I don't waste much time, you said you've chatted me up before. You can just chat me up again and we can go from there.
Okay, sir. Okay.
No,
Thank you very much.
no problem. Kolawole, you raise your hand.
Yes, I did.
Good
Can you hear me,
evening.
sir?
Yeah, good evening. I can hear you.
Good evening. Please, I want to find out quickly how important are certification exams to get a job?
That shows, number one, that probably you joined us halfway. When I was presenting, I actually really made mention of this, that myself and my company, we do not preach certification. Not that it's not a good thing to have, but having the certification without the right knowledge or skills will not get you any job.
Okay.
But having the right skills and knowledge without a certification can still land you a job. That is why we focus more on practical training and you working on the live project to get the necessary knowledge and skills. Secure that role, then you can talk about probably certification. Or if you have ample time, you can, after acquiring the knowledge, you can go for the certification as well. Because
Okay.
when you are preparing for your certification exam, what the books tells you is different from how it is done in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And employers are looking for people who can hit the ground running, not people who can quote the textbook for them, someone who
Okay.
has actually done the job and can, back it up. So that's why we
Okay.
focus on
Okay.
practical training.
All right then. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. All right. Any other question from anyone? Please kindly raise your hand while I go through the charts. How many of these skills will you be teaching us? I think Tony has answered this one. As many as you can be exposed to, yes, you are going to be learning. Barnabas, you raise your hand. Please unmute and ask your question.
Thanks, sir, for the opportunity. Can you hear me?
You're sounding really, really low.
I said thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Can you hear me?
Much better, a bit better.
Okay. The courses here, are they going to be taught in segment or in a whole? Because there are some you will put Scrum Master and Product Owner, but this one is just 3. Is it going to be taught segmentally or just in a whole, taking a package of it each?
No,
Without
so
going
everything, so this one will expose you to everything that we've mentioned on it. So it will train you to become, okay, let me tell you, the benefit of this 3-in-1 is after the program, right? When you start applying for jobs, you can dictate and say, you know what, I think my strength lies in project management more. For that reason, I want to be applying for project manager roles. Or my strength lies in business analyst and scrum master. So I'll be looking out for the 2. You'll be able to decide, and you are not restricting yourself to any one of them. As in, you are not restricting yourself to just one of them. You can spread your wings and fly. That is the essence of this 3-in-1. So the training will cover all the 3. Everything with all you need to know, the necessary things you need to know, it will cover it for you to secure the role. And also don't forget that you'll also be working on a project. While you're working on a project, also you'll be working, you'll be taking turns to act each role so that you can get your hands dirty, on each of them as well. So you know what it entails. Does that answer your question, Barnabas?
Okay. Thank you.
Although I can't hear you again though.
I said okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. Thanks. All right, so quickly, let me go through the chat, but if you still have questions, please kindly raise your hand and I'll be answering them. Also, if after this session you have 1 or 2 questions you want to ask, you probably remember something later on, you can message me on the WhatsApp number on your screen. So you can note down the WhatsApp number on your screen. How much is the enrollment? The actual cost is $650 before discount, but you can apply 30% discount on that. Can one get a foreign remote job from Nigeria? Also, I want to know how important certification exams are. Okay, I think I've answered the question regarding certification. We lean more towards practicals and work experience. And also regarding the remote job, yes, many are taking the courses all around the world. And the reason for that is for them to be able to secure a remote job, with a good paying salary as well. So yes, acquiring the right skills and knowledge will put you in that pool whereby you can start competing as well for the right job. Kiran, you raise your hand.
Hi, thank you so much for presenting this training. What I really wanted to know is, so this program is for 4 months, right? And after the 4 months, what are we looking at? I mean, I have seen obviously that you help with the CV and also LinkedIn and things like that. But because I personally, I don't have a technical background, and I believe a lot of people maybe on this call don't have a technical background as well. Speaking technical language, it's very new and we know it's the way forward, that's for sure. So after the training, is there like a supplement training as well? Say if somebody is applying for jobs and they look for a job, is there ongoing support as well?
Yeah. Again, I'm sure probably you joined halfway as well. So quickly, let me run through what the package entails. So the package entails a practical training, you're working on a live project, mentorship, 24/7 support, interview preparation, work reference for the duration you are with us, and a CPD accredited certificate. So yes, the ongoing support is there as well. Aside this, we have an alumni group that you can be added to. We post regular jobs on the alumni groups, and like-minded people are on the group as well. Those that have secured a job and those who are still looking for a job. If you have any question, you can ask them. But we are always here. And another opportunity is, after your 4 months, you might think, oh, this happened to majority. Not that you're not ready, but that spirit in you might think, oh, probably I'm not that ready. I need more.
Yeah.
You can come back as a mentor. When you come back as a mentor, you are challenging yourself, meaning you be on your toes, because if any of the trainees ask you any question, you don't want to disappoint yourself. That means you'll be making extra research and all of that. Learning as well be taking place just for you to equip yourself better if you want that. But I can guarantee you, if you do what you're supposed to do in that 4 months, if you don't restrict your learning to just 2 days or 3 days a week, then you'll be in a very, very good place at the end of that 4 months. But again, there's always the opportunity to come back. We're always here. Our doors are always open. It's not like after the 4 months, I'll say, oh, I don't know you. I don't know you again. No, you can call me in 8 months' time. You can call me anytime. So it all depends on you how much you want it. But we always welcome you to come back as a mentor if you want.
Just another question. Thank you for answering that. So, I've looked at Oracle many, many years ago. It is extremely technical, right? And that's what put me off. But I wish I had taken it many years ago. I would have probably been in a different situation. But hey, you know what? It's never too late, right? Now, when you are offering your courses, do you give the information that is required on the job? Like, because these are very vast topics as well, like Oracle, even Excel, there's so many cheat codes and things like that. So when you're providing the courses, are you providing what is required within workplaces, or do you go in depth with that, if that makes sense?
So we focus on, again, don't forget that we said we focus on practical and hands-on experience. We focus on what we think is necessary for you to know before you start competing with people who have been doing it for 2-3 years out there.
Yes.
So we prioritize everything according to, how, important it is for you to know, because there are certain things, if you want to start applying for a job as a project manager, that you need to know, like knowing how to use MS Project for your planning, whatever you want to do, or knowing how to use Jira. There are certain things that you must know. So we focus on that. Then any other thing that we know can help as well, we touch on that. But again, we make you job ready. Don't forget that we cannot cover everything. We cannot cover, even 2 years will not be enough to cover the whole thing about project management, the whole thing about business analysis, But that is why we focus on that one. We know that it is needed when you get the job. And don't forget that you'll be working on a project as well. So the same thing, you'll be exercising on the project as well. So yeah, that is it.
Okay, thank you. Now, one more, sorry. I hope I'm not taking
No.
too much time.
That's fine.
So if we were to embark on this journey, okay, so like say this course where it has all three, like you said, you know, you'll have it comes in a broad spectrum where you can
Yeah.
actually see where your strengths lie and you think where you can learn to lean towards, right, as a career.
Yeah.
Now, when you get into a certain, say, for example, it's project management, right? On
Yeah.
average, if the course is for 4 months and you've got to be job ready, I know everyone is different, everyone's journey is different, right? But on average, how long would it take for somebody to go out there with confidence to say, hey, you know what? I'm ready now to go out there in the world and be able to.
That's a very that's a very good question. See, you are dealing with humans. We as a human, we need to overcome our fears. Majority of the time, you think you are not good enough.
Hmm.
Even after going through the process for 4 months, knowing everything that you've known, you still think to yourself, I don't think I know enough. That self-doubt is there. But the moment you start applying for jobs, you see the kind of interviews or the questions they're asking you, then the confidence will start to build from there. But when talking about being ready, honestly, if that we want to go by that, you might not be ready for 1 year, 2 years, until you overcome that fear. Take, for example, I've seen students that even before they finish their training, the old program, they finish the training, probably they start working on the project, they start applying for jobs. Some, even before they finish the old program, they secure the role, but we must take that first step of, I think I need to start applying. Even if I'm scared, they're not going to kill me. The worst case scenario is they will tell me no, but you learn from every interview you go for. And the very first one might be the worst one, but trust me, as you continue to go for more interview, it will continue to get better because now you are used to what they ask. You are used to the system, and nothing will eat you unexpectedly. That is it. But yes, honestly, before the end of the training, you can be job ready. After the end of the training, you can be job ready. But you need to tell yourself, you know what? I think even if I doubt myself, I don't know enough, I need to start throwing myself out there to see how the water is, just to test the water. And from you testing the water, you can weigh what you know. That, oh, I think I'm still lacking in this aspect. Let me go and do more research on that. That is it. But we just need to overcome the fear.
Okay.
Again,
Yeah.
the same thing has
Psychology.
happened. The same thing has happened to me before. I transitioned as well. My background was accounting. It could be scary. It could be scary at the very beginning when from accounting to software automation engineer, which is really technical. But because I wanted it badly, I don't care. So some interviews I'll go for that I did woefully, and some that I did really well. That even if they come back to tell me that no, at the end of the day, I'm still pleased with myself because of my delivery of what I told them at the interview. And and I always tell my students, the job that will be yours at the end of the day will not stress you. That is just a fact. But we need to throw ourselves out there and start applying for jobs.
Yeah. And are these interviews practical based? I mean, I'm sure I like with jobs like that. I live in the UK, by the way.
Yeah.
So with jobs like this, are they practical based or
They are
how?
mostly scenario based, and some of them might tell you to prepare probably like a presentation before the interview. But
Okay.
most of when you're talking about when you're looking at this, they might might be more of scenario based.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'll be in touch. Yeah. Thank you for
You-
answering the questions. You
You're
can tell I
welcome.
have a lot of questions, right? And I'm glad you're around. So I'll give you a call sometime soon, but thank you.
No problem. No problem at all. Thanks. All right. Any other question from anyone? Again, this training will be starting Monday the 26th. So it's going to run 3 days a week. So that will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. UK time. And so that will be 3 days for 2 months. Then after that, you'll be put on a live project for another 2 months. So it's going to be very, very interesting if you are coming on board. A quick question from the chat. I also need an IT skill in civil engineering. I don't know if you guys do training skills on that. I also need an IT skills in civil engineering. Do you mean, I don't know whether you're still on, I don't even know your name, iPhone. If you're on the call, if you want to unmute yourself and ask that question again, that would be great. Onome, you raised your hand again. You can unmute.
Yeah, thank you. I'm actually enjoying the time here. I was going to ask, I said, what days in the week?
Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's just 2 hours.
Yeah, for three days a week.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, all right, that's fine.
All right,
Okay.
Alyssa,
All right. The account details too. Are you going to, like you said, are you going to create a WhatsApp group?
No, the
For those
WhatsApp group will be for those that are enrolled on the journey, but for banking details, anything, just WhatsApp this. You can send me a message on this WhatsApp, then we'll take it from there. I'll send it to you.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah.
This is from Bola. I'm thinking you wanted to ask how many hours can one dedicate to the program? I'm thinking that is a question you want to ask. For the students I take on a journey, my own software student, this is what I tell them. For you to be able to compete effectively at the end of the program, because your input will equals to your output at the end of the day. There's no film trick, there's no magic in there. It is the effort, the amount of time, dedication that goes into this process that you're going to take out of it. No magic. I said earlier on that you'll be able to compete with those who has been doing it for 2-3 years. For that to happen, you must devote your time to the process. So this is why I tell my own software student, that at least minimum of 2 hours a day is required on this journey, just for you to research. Go on Google, go on YouTube, research more, because remember, at the end of the day, you want to start competing, you want to start applying for jobs. Don't restrict your learning to the classroom. Research on it every day so you can have a broad knowledge or something to ask your facilitator in the next training. Oh, I read something online. Oh, how is it like this? Or why is it like that? You can challenge your facilitators. So I will say at least, this is to Bola, a minimum of 2 hours a day for the entire duration is required so that you can be at a very comfortable place when you start applying for a job. Please do not restrict your learning to the classroom one alone. I hope I've been able to answer that question. Bolaji, you raised your hand.
Yeah, hello, good evening. Thank you so much for this session. So
Good.
my question is, you said Wednesday would be one of the class days.
Yes.
What if one is not able to attend that Wednesday because
Work.
for my own work,
Uh,
sometimes I do nights, okay, and
yeah.
some of the weeks Wednesday is some of the weeks for me,
Yeah, I fully understand.
So,
All the sessions are recorded. And also
okay,
we have an LMS platform whereby you register on the LMS, you have access to your own dashboard. So you can just log into your dashboard and watch the recorded session at your own
okay,
convenience time.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. All right, thank you.
you're welcome, Balaji. Thanks. Apan, you raise your hand, please unmute and ask your question. Akpan, are you there? Akpan, are you there? Oh, what days, please? I think I just answered that. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. UK time. Is it advisable for someone that is already a project coordinator to take the training? Why not? It depends on what you want to achieve at the end of the day. I'm sure from project coordinator, you're probably aspiring to become a project manager, or probably you want to digress to something different, probably like business analyst or Scrum Master.
Please, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Akmal.
Yeah, please.
I can't hear you again.
I'm so sorry. I was as scheduled. Please, I'm really lost. I don't know. Can you just give me a recap of what was going on? Because I just heard somebody ask question about payment. I don't understand. I'm just lost because I didn't come on time. Sorry. I didn't come on
All
time.
right. Quickly. So this training is for those that wants to make a career change to IT. So this training is like 3-in-1. It will cover Scrum Master, it will cover project management, it will cover business analysis. So it's 3-in-1 training. The cost for that, so the duration is 4 months. The cost for that is £650, but there is a 30% discount there's a 30% discount till the 28th of June if you want to take advantage of the 30% discount. And yeah, I think that's just the summary. The session is recorded, so you can watch the session back. You can just
Can
go
you
to
hear me?
our,
I can't hear you. Network is breaking.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. So I think the best thing, because of the network, would be the session is recorded. So you can go on our YouTube channel, probably by afternoon tomorrow. Just go on YouTube and search for Learn with Pride. This session will be uploaded on the YouTube, on our YouTube by tomorrow.
Okay, no problem.
And also, if you're on the WhatsApp group, this session will be as well shared on our WhatsApp group as well.
Okay, I'm on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, it will be shared on the WhatsApp group.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Markman. Thanks. All right, so back to iPhone. Is it advisable for someone that is a project coordinator to take the training? Yes, it all depends on what you want to get out of it. No, knowledge is power, and, acquiring more skills is just you empowering yourself the more, giving yourself better opportunities, better chances to apply for, a better role, so to say. You can apply, you can switch to a business analyst, you can switch to a Scrum Master. Actually, Scrum Master is one of the most easiest point of entry to IT jobs, as in IT roles. They don't do much, but they get really, really well paid. You might want to explore all these avenues. So yes, why not? You might have the knowledge of a project coordinator already, but you can as well add to that knowledge so that you can command how much you earn out there. I made mention it will come to a time that you command how much you get. If you see any role below, no, I can't apply for that role, or you negotiate what you want with the recruiter as well, because you know what you are doing. And that's the stage we want to get to. Can the whole program be done on an iPad? No. Take, for example, like the MS project. The software cannot be downloaded on a Mac system. The software can only be downloaded on a Windows. I don't know why Mac is just like that, So iPad will not even do justice. You need a proper laptop. It's like you are going to the farm. You need your cutlass and hoe to farm. So it is very, very key for you to come to the class with the right tools as well. And your computer is key. So you need your computer to come to class with. You can listen to yeah, you can join the class with the iPad, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to softwares like MS Project, you won't be able to use it on the iPad. That's what I'm saying. But you can, because the training is going to be on Zoom, you can join with your iPad. But when it comes to the tools, especially MS Project, other tools, I think you can get away with that. MS Project, you won't be able to do that on iPad, even on Mac. Only if you download Windows on your Mac before you can install MS Project on it. Please, if you have any other question, please, you can still raise your hand. You can talk to me, don't be shy to talk to me. So if you have any questions, please talk to me. All right. How much is the fee after discounts? After discount, so the original fee is £650, right? After discount, after the 30% discount, that will be £455. And again, half payment is required to start, and the other half can be paid within 5 to 6 weeks. Please, will you be giving out ebooks and links to apps that will be used on the training? Also, is the training delivered on Zoom like this session? This is to Prince. Yes, the session will be delivered on Zoom, and the materials that you need, I made mention about our LMS. LMS is our learning management system. So every materials, every recorded sessions will be made available on your LMS platform. So you have access to them on there as well. All right, I think that is all the questions. Hold on. After the first 2 months of lectures, how competent or ready to start preparing for certification exams? Again, all this certification, the way you read for certification is different. Again, because don't get this wrong. You are reading to pass a certification, reading something, reading a book to pass a certification. But when it comes to the actual work, we are not looking at those books because the way things are done is different. Yes, the practical training, the practical program will expose you to certain things, but you might still need to go and read the outline or whatever it is to pass that certification exam, if you understand my point. Because what the books tells you might be slightly different from the way we are doing it. So you just have a better understanding probably when now reading your book that, we did that in class. Now, okay, I have a better picture of that now. You just have a better understanding, but you might still have to read to pass your certification exam. Just as certain things will be made clearer to you by the time you are reading for it. But again, we are not preparing you to pass a certification exam. We are preparing you to get the job, because you can get the job without the certification. And that is to Prince. Yeah. All right. Good. So I think there's no other questions either on the chat or no hands up. Again, if you want to come on the journey, or if you have any question you want to ask me after this session, please kindly message the number on your screen. For enrollment details, for anything, please message the number on your screen. The training should be kicking off on the 26th of this month, and it's going to be 3 times a week. And the duration of the whole program is 4 months. Hopefully, I'm going to see some of you on the journey. And the cost again, this is to the BAO, is £650 before discount. But you have 30% discount on that. So after 30% discount, that will be £455. Half payment is required to start. But again, if you want more clarification or how much, again, please message me on that number so that I'm not boring others with the same information over and over again. I'll answer every questions. Just WhatsApp me. I'll be answering that. So again, the training will be 3 days a week for 4 months. And hopefully, I'm going to be seeing some of you on the journey who can testify to to the process, and, at the end of the day, able to secure a role. Thanks everyone for your time today. It's been a pleasure hosting all of you, and hopefully I'm going to get to know more of you later on in the process. For now, thanks so much. Have a good evening, everyone. Good night.